The real estate market in Calgary is getting crazy. And if you are a buyer looking for a property in this market, you will be struggling. So today we are going to talk about if this is the right time for you to buy a property in Calgary. Stay tuned. Hello everyone, my name is Cameron Faisal. I am a local real estate agent in Calgary, Alberta, and today we are going to talk about a very important topic: if 2022 is the right time for you to buy a property. Now, before we dig into that, when should be the good time for you to buy a property in 2022, let's talk a little bit about the different type of buyers in the market and in which category you as a buyer belong, as the strategy for buying a property in this market is different for different categories. So normally in a real estate market, there are three types of buyers. Number one, the first-time home buyers, the people who do not own a property and are buying their property for the first time. The second category is the people who own a property, but they would like to upgrade or downgrade. And the third category is the investors, who solely wants to buy a property for the purpose of getting some profit out of it after some time. Also, let me update you with what's going on in Calgary real estate market right now in February 2022. There is a high demand, there is less inventory of properties available for sale, and there are a significant amount of out-of-province buyers, majorly investors in the market looking for properties, which is pushing the property prices upward. If you are someone who is a first-time home buyer or would like to upgrade their property, meaning that you are upgrading from a small property to a bigger property, you must consider these four items when you are looking for a property in the market. Number one, know and understand that there is a significant number of out-of-province buyers, majorly investors from Ontario and BC, that are in Calgary's market. These investors have a good chunk of money and they feel that the real estate market in Calgary and by and large in Alberta is undervalued, and it's a good opportunity for them to invest. These investors may not have a good understanding of the real estate market in Calgary or generally speaking in Alberta, meaning that they are coming into Alberta real estate market with the mentality of Ontario or BC real estate market and willing to pay a significant amount above the asking price just to get into the Calgary or Alberta real estate market. This is having a bad impact on the local buyers or even local investors, and these local buyers are not able to get into the market as they are not able to compete with these out-of-province investors. Now, if you are in a situation where you're competing with these out-of-province investors, you must evaluate that you are really not paying more than 2 to 4% of the asking price when you are putting an offer on a property. Right now, the bids that are successful for the properties in Calgary, they are offering more than 10 to 15% or sometimes even 20% above the asking price. So in a situation like this, you are the one who need to assess whether you should be bidding on a property less inventory. Right now in the Calgary real estate market, we are seeing a significant shortage of properties coming into the market. This was something that we saw last year when in January, February, we had a significant shortage of properties available for sale in the market. And with the increased demand, the prices of the properties were sharply increased. However, in spring and summer last year, we had more inventory that came into the market that balanced the demand as well as the prices. Also, with more inventory in the market, gave more opportunities for buyers to look for. So in the spring and summer of this year, it is expected that there are going to be more properties coming into the market that are going to balance the demand as well as the prices of the property. Waiving of condition or no conditions in the offer to purchase. Currently, what we are seeing is that the offers that have no conditions associated with it are winning the bids. This is very concerning, and it's a huge risk for a buyer if you are putting an offer with no conditions. Now, you may know that there are two main conditions that we put for the buyers in the offer to purchase agreements: the financing condition as well as the property inspection condition. The financing condition is that if your mortgage lender will approve the financing or the mortgage for your specific property. The inspection condition is that it's a part of a due diligence to know the physical condition of the property, and if there's any issues with the property, you can basically consider that in the pricing of the property. If you are in a situation where you are competing with any other offers with no conditions and your real estate agent is encouraging you to remove any of these two conditions, you should have a really good understanding of the risks that are associated with it to remove these conditions. Personally, I never recommend to my buyer clients to remove these conditions and even discourage them not to even participate in a bidding situation where you are competing with any bids with no conditions associated. Now, the last item that you should consider is the interest rate. Now, we know that we are at the lowest interest rate that can be offered in the recent history. But we do know that this interest rates will go up in the next year or so. When these interest rates go up, it follows the rule of 10% for the property value, which means that by 1% increase in the interest rate, the potential value of the property will decrease by 10%. Now, if we have an increase in the interest rates tomorrow, you may be buying a property at its highest price in a market that may be cooled down in the next little while. So these are some of the items that you must consider when you are buying a property in 2022. If you have any questions regarding the Calgary real estate market, you can make a comment in the comment section, and I do respond to each and every comment. Thank you for watching.